Good morning. It is the 24th. I think it's the 24th of June, 2026. It is Thursday. No, Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Guys, it's Wednesday today. Weather-wise, before I forget the numbers already, probably already did. But we had a low of 51. I already forgot the numbers. I think it's 51. Right now it's 66. And we got a high forecasted at 69. Now, in perspective, it's cold. Grant you that. Yesterday was a busy day, and it was cold. Yesterday afternoon and then early evening. Oh, into late evening. That's right. We started out the day doing my horse stalls. I started out the day doing my horse stalls, and then I chopped a bunch of trees. Tori weed whacked for me, and the plan was to pull a bunch of bushes out. I didn't do it because I didn't feel like it. But so anyway, so I busied myself chopping down, trimming a tree up front yard with Tom's pole saw. Thing rocks, but it's so heavy. Oh, I didn't use the strap. Maybe I should have. I'll practice the strap today. I'm looking for some decent gloves. I think I found a pair. These are very heavy. These are lighter, not the lightest, but lighter. So I hope to pull the bushes out today. I got a meeting tonight. Got to prepare for that church meeting. I haven't been outside yet. I did step outside for a second to let the dog out, coax the dog out. Yeah, it is a little chilly. But next week, guys, it's going to be really bad. It's going to be hot. The forecast, anyway, says it's going to be very, very hot in the 80s, 90s, 100s, in fact. So I heard. So, anyhow, I mowed that area the other day before yesterday. This the day before that, and then that the day before. Anyway, a lot of people out mowing because this is a really nice day to be working outside. So, hope you guys are all having a good time. Yeah, I did that, and then we went to 6 o'clock. We went to Lamar Park, Fort Lamar Park, and listened to a band, a 4-piece band, a drummer, 2 guitarists, and a bass player. They did really good. Hi, girls. No comeback. That was very nice. So yeah, chopped the trees, went to Lamar Park for a concert. Like I said, a very good concert. And then after that, we went to Holland State Park and to see the sunset, which we saw. It was a pretty nice sunset if you're into sunsets. If you're not, it was horrible. But it was a very nice sunset. Saw a couple of kids. Kids, I think, because they were kids. They were fishing. And they caught a couple of freshwater drum, they call them. Freshwater drum. I never heard of them. To me, they look like really big bass. I mean, really huge. And I don't know what they did with them. Do they eat them? But we took off. That was on the pier. The first fish they caught was the second cast. And then, couldn't have been more than 20 minutes later, they caught another one. Really big ones, guys. Fat. Like, they look like bass. Largemouth bass, but they didn't have the large mouth. Well, they look like bass, but they really didn't. Anyway, so they look like huge bass with small mouths. So, what do you call those bass? Smallmouth bass? So they got big mouth bass and smallmouth bass? Something like that. I don't know anymore. I've been out of fishing for so long. But anyhow, guys, had a good time. Got home about 11 o'clock. And yeah, it was pretty good. So it was a pretty full day. I mean, I did get my time of perusing the web in. But yeah. Oh man, guys, and I did so much walking. I did take a cane, so that was very, very, very helpful. Holland State Park is a very nice park. It's not like Grand Haven where they have so much commercialization there. Holland State Park, you know, they got the beach, and they have a beach house or whatever, and they also have a boardwalk along the channel. I'll call it a boardwalk, but part of it is boardwalk, other parts is cement, but along the channel, and have a really nice beach. Very popular place, but again, not as commercialized as Grand Haven. Grand Haven's got a lot going on commercially. So today, like I said, it is Wednesday. I'm going to try to take time to pull the bushes out. We'll see how that goes. Let me pour this stuff into these buckets, feed troughs. Got a message from Jen Stieg. I'm going to butcher the name, but she asked for my fauna, or our fauna membership number, and because it's happening soon. We do have a new director of the Frisian Horse Association North America. His name is Josh. How's his job coming along? I don't know. I think I'm going to take a ride out to Kentucky and visit there. There was another guy, I forget his name, but he seemed really friendly. I don't know. And then before him, there was another guy who was at one time like the Tennessee Walker president or something, or director. But he was a Frisian Horse Association North America director for years, or maybe for a year. That didn't work out. Before that was somebody, oh, it's starting to rain. Somebody from Texas, and some lady. I think she meant well, but it takes a lot to be a director of a huge horse association. And especially when the membership is growing, membership numbers was growing at the time, something terrible. So I can't remember her name. I'll have to look it up. But drama, guys. Whew. Whew. I always knew that, you know, horse people have a lot of drama, and it goes deep into the soul, guys. Deep into the soul. So sad. All right. Life is good, guys. I got a lot of things to do. I mean, a lot of things, and it's all fun stuff. It's work, but it's very, very fun. I enjoy doing stuff as a retired person. I keep putting this up here and it keeps raining down there. All right, let's let the girls out. Who let the girls out? Whoop, 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 whoop. My sweets. That's my girl. I also hope to start chopping the wood on the wood pile. The fire pit, I guess you can call it. There's so much wood there. I'll show you in a second. Once these horses get out, lock the gate behind them. Excuse me. Oh, way behind on my posting of videos. Maybe today I'll get them up. No, I don't think so. I'll get some posted. Maybe 3 or 4 of them. Yesterday I had about 3 or 4 of them posted. Some shorts. It's 40% chance of rain, which means it's going to rain. If you hit 30%, it rains. Gonna work? Yes, score. Every day is a score. All right, I'm gonna go clean stalls in a minute, guys. And then, oh, hey, I want to show you my wood pile here. I know I showed you before, but let's look at it. You can see it's starting to drift down a little bit. It was quite a bit significantly taller, but it's drifting down because of moisture is getting out of the branches and the leaves. But my plan is to go through here, start chopping this stuff, and throw it on top. Chop, 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 throw it on top. Chop, top, chop, top, all the way around, all the branches. Chop it all up with a chainsaw, loppers, and what do you call those things? Chainsaw, loppers, and hedge trimmer. So all these things here could get chopped with hedge trimmers, and I can toss it up on there, and then you chop the logs in, like, say 5-foot sections and just crisscross them across the top, putting the pressure back down, creating a humongous tinder box. Now, this is a lot of branches, guys. That's a lot of branches, and that's what they are. They're no trees, but all branches. And I had everything burned gone, and now we got this all back. This is the biggest it's ever been. But again, I'll be stacking it, making it a little bit smaller, and then yeah. The benches are all laying at boat. One's kind of busted up, but yeah, we'll get it all done. We'll get it done. Okay, guys, I'm gonna clean the stalls and then get something to eat after that. Something really light. I haven't been feeling good, guys. Kathy thought it was some kind of pills that I was taking, some medication. And I said, I don't think so. Then I remembered, so what my symptoms are: very upset stomach, rumbling, and painful. So like last night, I woke up probably 4 times, and by just sitting up, the gas in my belly just belched out of me. So I belched and burped like you wouldn't believe. Then, of course, you visit the porcelain throne and you expel more gas. And felt really good. When I sit you down, we'll just have a sit-down chat. It's only 14-minute long so far. Just got to find a place to put you. Probably right here again. Let's do a little closer so you can hear me a little better. You're not going to fall, are you? You guys going to be okay? You guys going to be okay? So, like I said, and I did get rid of a lot of internal stuff, food stuff, processed food stuff. Anyway, so got rid of pounds of it. I'll tell you what, probably 6 times to the porcelain throne. So that was nice. I know TMI, but just so I feel a lot better. I ate a lot yesterday and the day before. Tori, she's a cooker and a baker, and she made ribs, so pork ribs, freaking delicious. Hamburgers. Kathy made soup, and we just had a lot of food. So, like I said, today is, well, anyway, I knew it wasn't the medication I was taking because I mentioned to Kathy and Allie today that I remember last week, Tetra and Sabrina weren't feeling good. I'd feed them, and they would burp and also fart. And Tetra is 3 years old, Sabrina is 1. So, young kids, and you can also smell from their breath that they've had some kind of throat problem or, you know, system problem, upper respiratory, maybe lower. And that's what I have. So when I burped, it wasn't very pleasant taste and smell. So, but there were a huge amount of gas in my whole system. So anyhow, I'm probably over it right now. Score. Yeah. Hopefully I feel a lot better today. I feel better. All the walking I did, guys, at Lamar Park and then at Holland State Park was pretty heavy duty, you know. I did use a cane, like I said, but it's sand and just a lot of walking. Kathy did about 4 miles plus. I don't know what I did. You know, she's got something that monitors how much she walks. So it's got a unit in there, some kind of sensor, accelerometer that says, hey, you're moving a certain direction, certain distance, you know, so it's pretty cool. I don't have that, I don't monitor how far I walk, but I did walk a lot. Excuse me. So from the beach all the way to the canal, all the way to the end of the pier, and then all the way back. And so happy to lay down finally when I got home. And today's another day. So I'm going to do stalls right now, feed them, and then eat a little bit of food. Try to get the bushes out, because Tori, I don't know, Tori probably wants to work on the bushes today and tomorrow. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I take Tori to Port Huron, and I'll be spending the night there in Port Huron. And it'll be a fun time. I'll get to meet with Ted and Lori. I don't know the last name, but it's Maria's, well anyway, it's Tom and Tori's uncle on Tom's mother's side. He's a retired tool and die worker from Chrysler, I believe it is. And yeah, he retired from there. That's pretty good. A lot of stories. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get crack-a-lacking. I got stuff to do. My gloves out. Anyway, anyhow, as Dee would say, Dee, how you doing, sweetie? I'll see you guys. Bye. How do you turn this thing off?